How's everybody doing? My name is Jason Hall. I'm the co-founder of Slow Roll Detroit, arguably one of the world's largest weekly bike rides. We meet every Monday at 5:30 and we leave at 7:30. A group of 5 to 10,000 people come together to see that Detroit is a beautiful place to live and work. I started Slow Roll really in reaction to the fact that all the other rides that sort of existed in the city weren't all that inclusive. A lot of them were made for fast riders or distance riders, and we just wanted to create something that everybody felt comfortable coming to. So we called this Slow Roll because we let everybody know right off that we're not going fast here, so that intimidation factor is out the window. And then it's a roll, it's not a race, it's not a tour, it's just we're rolling along, looking at beautiful things in the city, and hopefully your opinion of our city will get changed.
My name is Kelsey Hubble. I grew up on the east side of Detroit. I'm a Wayne State graduate, and I'm currently a Challenge Detroit Fellow with the host company of Slow Roll. So my role is behind the scenes during the off season. I'm working with Jason to secure sponsorship, to work with other nonprofits to find ways that we can connect in the new year. One of our major goals this year is to harness the 12,000 people that we have that are registered members and further educate them about the city and also like opportunities there are in the city. So whether it's partnering with a nonprofit that they could volunteer with or donate to, whether we're starting at a Detroit Public High School to give DPS some good exposure and educate some people about what they're doing. So yeah, right now my job is a lot of behind the scenes. We sort of see ourselves as this bridge. A lot of people that wouldn't necessarily be cycling or be cycling in Detroit have, made it down to our events just to kind of check it out. And, it's led to a lot of like long-term bikers. So maybe they pulled out an old bike that they had in their garage or something. We're like, I want to check out that Slow Roll thing. And now they come every week. And now they don't just bike on Mondays, they bike on Fridays after work, they bike on the weekends, and so yeah, I think we've definitely helped to increase awareness of cycling, and we want to continue to do that. And I think we're also helping to bridge the gap of people that aren't necessarily hardcore, racers, but they want the exercise and they want to be outside and experience this viable transportation.
In the old days we joked that it just used to be let's pick a route and go. But now, it starts really a year in advance with the coordination with the police and the city as far as permits. Then you're talking about booking your venues, and that's 35 different start and finish spots. Then you've got 2 to 3 food trucks. I mean, this thing has really grown into quite a monster. We always joke when we started, it was 2 of us. Mike and I could really easily put it together. Now you're looking at a board of 5, and then you're looking at a volunteer group of almost 80. So that's how many it really takes to put this thing on a weekly basis, not even counting the 20 to 25 police officers that we get to escort us a week. So, the planning of this has been a trial and learning about logistics and how to really work within the city and really how to make a thing of this size work on a weekly basis. I'm that dude. There are no cons. I'm not going to say, and I'm not just saying that because I'm the guy who founded it. I'm saying there's really no cons to it. The pros are, on the most basic level, fitness. You're getting out, I used to weigh 275 pounds personally, and now I'm down to 175. And that's real. So you're dealing with that issue. And then you're dealing with the social issue of that you really get people out from all walks of life and all places together. And then you get the fact that we're creating change globally. There's this image that's been of Detroit for years, which is this place you don't go to, or it's this scary place. Well, I can't hang out with 5 to 10,000 people every week that will tell you something different. And so really, Slow Roll is about changing people's perception. And you're always going to get that person who's going to say, I got caught in traffic, you know, but we worked really hard to alleviate that stress by working with the police. But that's really the only downside you're going to get, you know. And even then, once you tell people what we're doing, when you say, it's not just a ride and we're not just out here causing traffic, we're actually riding because we're raising 600 backpacks for kids today, or we're giving $1,000 away to Focus Hope. You know, once you explain that it's a movement, it's not just this anarchistic thing that people are riding bikes, everybody gets on board. I would say probably 70% of the people that we pass in cars end up riding slow roll eventually. So that would be probably the only con that I would hear. You know, a friend of mine, he was joking with me, but I'm pretty sure he was serious. He said, Jason, I love slow roll, but one day I got caught in traffic. And my response to that is, well, get a bike. And his response was, I had to use the bathroom. So when you like think about it in a different context, sure. But we, like I said, we work with Channel 4 to let people know where we're going to be. And, you know, this is our 6th summer. So if by now you're not really aware of what we're doing, that we might be downtown, you might need to like look at a newspaper or something.
I mean, we're not trying to get bigger necessarily. I definitely want people to come out and ride and, you know, continue to like have that impact. And if we get bigger, then I guess we just keep growing. We just have to get smarter, and that just provides more opportunity. It's just all a matter of like growing to scale. So, you know, and that's not possible without the police support and the city support, and also, you know, the financial support from the community, and also having like riders continue to be respectful of each other, of the neighborhoods that we're riding through. And that's really important is, you know, we're riding through other people's neighborhoods to show you like how great they are. But then, you know, if we're not able to respect the neighborhoods, if we're too loud or, you know, I mean, we haven't had that issue yet. So hopefully we're just creating a culture of respect and that won't become a problem.